Mina, konbanwa, JesusFreakinGamer here, coming at you with Esther chapter 6. We're going to start at verse 1. Going to read for a little bit tonight. Hope you enjoy. That night the king could not sleep, so one was commanded to bring the book of the records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king, probably trying to go to sleep. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's eunuchs, the doorkeepers who had sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. And the king said, "What honor or dignity has been bestowed on Mordecai for this?" And the king's servants who attended him said, "Nothing has been done for him." So the king said, "Who is in the court?" Now Haman had just entered the outer court of the king's palace to suggest that the king hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. Just made these gallows, and he actually came before the day was done. Before he went home to go to sleep himself, he came to the court just to have Mordecai killed so he could get a good night's sleep, and then go and see Esther and the king at the banquet the next day, and just be as happy as could be. So, and the king said, "Let him come in." So Haman came in, and the king asked him, "What shall be done for the man whom the king delights to honor?" Now Haman thought in his heart, "Whom would the king delight to honor more than me?" And Haman answered the king, "For the man whom the king delights to honor, let a royal robe be brought which the king has worn, and a horse on which the king has ridden, which has a royal crest placed on its head. Then let this robe and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, that he may array the man whom the king delights to honor. Then parade him on horseback through the city square, and proclaim before him, 'Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delights to honor.'" Then the king said to Haman, "Hurry, take the robe and the horse as you have suggested, and do so for Mordecai the Jew who sits within the king's gate. Leave nothing undone of all that you have spoken." That ruined Haman's day pretty well. It actually said he went home with his head covered in mourning. So he got completely wrecked. I've discussed so many times about, how Christians have faced hardship or persecution in the world, and sometimes, good people suffer for the evils of others. And that's certainly true. I don't think I really need to convince anyone on that, whether they're Christian or not. Good people suffer bad things in this life, whether they deserve it or not. That's simply the case. That's simply the way it is. And sometimes it is so easy to be drowned out by all the bad, by all the evil, by all the darkness and despair. Sometimes we forget things work out well. Things work out all right. Sometimes things go just perfectly, and everything ends up beautifully. He was at that moment, he had that night constructed the gallows, he had at that moment gone into the king to suggest that Mordecai be hung, and on that particular night the king couldn't sleep, had the Chronicles read to him, got to the part in the Chronicles where Mordecai had done something good for the king, and then Haman was right there to do all this evil. And because of the circumstances that had just happened, the king turned everything around and made it all good for Mordecai, God's chosen one. So, and yes, I would rank that as a miracle. That kind of timing and that kind of coincidence, quote unquote, that was a miracle if ever I've read one. So guys, take heart, have faith, be strong and courageous. Good things absolutely do happen to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all despair and fear. God does indeed look out for His kids right when they need Him. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I love you, and God bless.